Morning. Welcome to Other's Legacy Farm. We're in the garden today. It's August 19th. And we usually come out here about every third day. And we haven't been out in like 5 days. So we'll see what we can get. This time of year, I have a love-hate relationship with the garden. I love it because it's producing so well. And a lot better than we expected when it first started. But I hate it because, for one, the weeds do real well also. And when we pick stuff, I spend hours and days preserving it. But I love it because this winter we have it on the shelf and I can make dinner or whatever in just no time at all. So we're going to start with the cucumbers. I'm not making pickles this year, so we've been giving cucumbers away. Oh, yep, this one's a...
Whoa,
that's a really
that's a big pickle.
Another big one. Here's my basket. Did you look all through those?
Yeah.
Next, we'll move on to the squash. That one should be ready in another day.
We've gotten tons of squash, and we'll show pictures of our harvest earlier in the week.
Oh, look at this. Look at that.
Oh no.
Here, look at this.
Would you just look at it?
Oh.
Oh, they're all over the place.
Oh my goodness.
The whole thing. We put our corn.
Look. Oh, they're stripped.
It's gotta be raccoon.
Oh my gosh.
That just goes to show you, when you do your own farming, sometimes you risk your crops getting eaten by a wild animal. You take a lot of precautions with fencing and whatnot, but hey, this stuff happens. You got to take the good with the bad with farming.
Be a raccoon with a shredding that.
Be careful what you say in this area. Because the corn has ears and the beanstalk.
That's a bummer.
Well, it's like they made us some compost, didn't they?
Okay, cantaloupe is... Well, that one looks like it's almost getting
Oh, yeah.
ready.
Yeah, that's a bummer about the corn, though.
And we have here volunteer watermelon. We had Crimson Sweets in here last year, so this is a volunteer. We're gonna have to make a sling for it.
How big does it get?
About 30 pounds.
Okay.
Just about every single one.
And this feels like a scene in A Christmas Story where the Bubba says dog eat. Yeah. The other bed got hit. Yep.
Got some. That's why you put up what you can, because you never know what next year you're gonna have.
What are you doing over here?
beans. Next year we're going to use cattle panels instead of this net. They didn't climb up the net like they do when they're on the cattle panels. Okay, this bed, and that bed all has beans in it. They're black beans, navy beans, and kidney beans, and nothing gets done to them. They dry on the vine. Although, in this one, we have this growing up out of it, which I don't know what it is.
I was going to say, what is that?
It's a volunteer. Looks almost like a watermelon.
Yeah.
So,
a pumpkin? No, the leaves are.
Well, I didn't have any pumpkin. I'm trying to think what was in this last year.
I think cantaloupes were in that last year, weren't they?
Yeah, so it might be a cantaloupe. So next, need the wagon.
Yep.
Some things also eat tomatoes, so pick them as soon as they start blushing.
Yep. That is just one day of tomatoes. Yeah. By the way, here's a service message for all these little rodents in Ohio. Yeah. Don't eat just one bite out of every single tomato. Eat one tomato and then move on. Just move on. These are the best peppers I think we've ever had.
Red and orange, something ate them.
Easily eat.
Oh yeah.
It's a good amount of peppers for one day. Too compact. Yep. I don't even think it's worth it. Oh, here we go. Got some tiny potatoes. So next year when we do this method, we're just going to have to till up the ground a little more.
Make it
a little smaller.
Put more straw down.
Yeah. Live and you learn.
These were a failure for us. Corn was a failure.
Yeah, raccoons.
Tomatoes were a big success. Peppers, big success.
Cucumbers,
squash, the beets. So most of it was success.
Yeah. As far as like the season, that is a tomato plant. As far as the growing season goes, this has been a pretty good year. And we still got cantaloupe and watermelon and beans. Potatoes, maybe next year.
But I've got a lot of washing and peeling and slicing and dicing and grating and canning and freeze drying. So
this is the easy part.
Okay, where did I see it?
Right over. Oh, there it is. Out there.
Thought there was one about this big.
Now, what kind of cantaloupes are these called?
These are Hannah's Choice. Here's a little
Hannah's
one.
Choice, the one here. So these are doing better than the potatoes did in this soil.
Yeah. Here's another little one.
Oh, look at that tiny one.
Another little one.
Yeah, these are doing well. Oh, there's one right there by your foot. Right there. Yeah.
Another one. So if they have time to... Oh, and there's a squash in there. I think that's an acorn squash.
Well, in these 2 planters here that we did have the onions in, we have beets and peas. If you remember, we had a really good beet harvest earlier in the year, and so we're going to do a second planting, and then the peas are just starting. So when will we harvest those?
Hopefully before the frost.
Hopefully before the frost.